Hi everybody at DualLiner. My name is Joe Doherty. That's me. I live in Fleming Island, Florida, northeast Florida, south of Jacksonville. And this is the tailgate and the side of my brand new 2020 Ford F-150 STX 4x4, which I've had a little over a week now. Very, very happy with this vehicle. This is my third Ford truck. And one of the things that this truck did not come with, unlike my last one, which came in with a spray-in bed liner, is this one did not come with a bed liner. I bought it off the lot from the dealer a few miles from here, and they offered to put one in. They offered to put in a drop-in one, and they even suggested maybe a spray-in one. And of course, they wanted to charge me the dealer price for doing that, and I really didn't want to spend that kind of money on something. So I decided to research it myself and see what the alternatives were. Now, of course, I looked into spray-in bed liners, and what's the point of spraying in a bed liner when you have to go and scrape all the paint up on a brand new vehicle just to get it to stay in there? And I didn't really want to go through the hassle, the expense of that, and didn't see a lot of really good drop-in bed liners compared to what I found when I hit the DualLiner website. And your site was one of the early ones I found, and read everything very carefully, read some of the comments, and looked at how everything was put together and how it installed, and I thought, you know, this looks like a pretty good idea. I think I'm going to give this a shot. So I ordered it. It arrived on Saturday. I had to wait a day to put it in because it rained. Can't do this in the rain. I even wound up pulling in the garage anyway after that. But let me give you an example of what this looks like. It's all finished. And this is the finished product. And as you can see, everything is exactly where it's supposed to be. The installation took me total time, well, about an hour, I would say. Did this alone. Didn't have any assistance on it, which didn't really matter because one person doing this can do it very easily. The steps included and the videos I watched that show how to install this were right on the mark. The cab wall piece goes in first, then the sidewalls. The mat goes into the channel, and then of course the final piece is the tailgate cover. And everything worked exactly as described in the installation videos. Everything fit in place. I didn't have to do any kind of any serious realigning. Once you get it in there, everything lines up very, very well. Some tips that I can give regarding my installation: I did not use any kind of power tools to remove the torque screws on the tie downs in the bed. Mine were not heavily torqued at the factory, which is good on Ford, so I was able to get them out with a ratchet and the proper size torque, which was I believe was a torque number 30. That worked very well, and I put them back with that tool and tightened everything down by hand, and that worked very well. And of course, you recommend in the video not to use any kind of power tool, use hand tools to do the tailgate cover, and you're exactly right on that. You don't have to do, the original screws come out very easily, and the new ones go in perfectly. Another thing I didn't do is I did not use the double-sided tape to put the tailgate cover down on the bottom. I decided to give it a try without it. It feels very snug. I don't see any issues with this coming up or anything. I mean, it does come up if you pull on it, but as far as in day-to-day use, I don't see that being a problem. But I did save the tape, so if I decide to add it later on, I can do that. But everything fit in place. The toughest things I think about doing this, especially if you're doing it alone, were just getting the cap up enough, the rail cap up enough to get everything tucked underneath. But if you slide it in there at the right angle and get the front piece in, it'll go in pretty easily without too much trouble. You can see it went in very well. And then of course the mat, rolling the mat out, it was rolled up in the box, and I immediately put it into the truck. I really didn't lay it out to give it any kind of chance to flatten out. It's, you know, Florida, we're warm here, so I didn't think any kind of it would have any kind of weather effects on it or anything like that. And I was right. It fit right into the channels, got everything tucked in place. That took a little pushing and shoving, but once I got it in there, it fit in there perfectly. And of course the tailgate piece was very easy to put on. No problems with that at all. So this is a very easy installation. You know, you have a video on your site of a couple of kids doing it, and that's a funny video, but it's very true. Pretty much anybody with any kind of knowledge of how to use a ratchet and some hand tools can do this. So anyway, everything went very well. I wanted to get some pictures of this and get a video of this and send it off to you, show you how it went. Anybody that's thinking about adding a bed liner to a truck that needs one, either a new one or an old one, used truck, I really don't think you could go wrong with the bed liners created by DualLiner. These are really very well made, and made in America, which for me was a big plus. Very easy to install, very sturdy. The non-skid surface is very nice, and this is going to be great when we travel, so our bags don't go sliding around in the back of the bed, and I don't have to drag my 65-year-old carcass up to the front of the cab in order to pull stuff out. We'll see how that goes, but right now I got a pretty good feeling that's going to work really well. So anyway, all right, DualLiner, thank you very much for making a really terrific product. Thank you for making a product that installs very easily. I'm looking forward to getting years of use out of this. And thanks a lot, and so long from Florida. See ya. Bye.